See that sticky note on that cool looking Nissan 95? Yeah, that's me. Anyway, I realize how little I know about this car, to be honest. This morning is very cold. I think I'm not even going to bother starting it and go. I don't think it's worth it picking up the mail with this car because who knows what the hell is going to happen. It's going to leave me stranded at the mail office. I'm just going to use my scooter. So anyway, since the last episode, I was like, oh man, thank you. I just probably need a few tips on at least getting the carburetor running properly, and then the rest of the car is in healthy driving condition, I would say. It is just the carburetor that is acting up a little bit, and it's a cold winter day. I mean, California standards, it's a cold winter day. Yeah, just doesn't quite like to run, doesn't quite enjoy starting up. Yeah, I already had a few very cold day and close calls where I, pushed the starter motor a little bit beyond that, 8 second, the rule of 8 second. And it started, but barely. And from last episode, I know that the carburetor is not actually stock. It was actually a modified 4-barrel, and I actually called up one of my friend who actually been working on some dirt bike carburetors, and I think I'll maybe talk about this with them as well. But the difficulty to start definitely is the scariest part about this car. I don't want to just get stranded in the middle of nowhere with this car, so yeah, definitely will want a properly working motor that starts properly, so that's that. There's let's talk about a few stories. There's a few times where I, turn the ignition key for very long, and then he's here to start car, just trying very hard to start. He's trying very, very hard to start, and then just it's like a really, really bad noise just came out. I was like, oh fuck, did I blow the starter motor? And anyway, just waited a fucking minute, keep on going, and start up next time. Took me 7 tries, 8 tries to start at the AutoZone. Otherwise, I would be having to call in a tow service. Are there any suggestions for people who actually know a lot more about this car? Regarding the starting situation, in the cold weather or just a cold start? Because when I'm buying the car always started pretty well when it's warm. Yeah. Not sure exactly is the best thing to not give a car a cold start on the test drive. But anyway, I'm here. Anyway, as I was saying, that this car, I don't really want to drive it yet since the starting is a little bit tough at times. And the carburetor. Come on, where is it? There we go. The carburetor is not stock, and I have been, thankfully, thanks to that guy. I should remember his name, right? Ah, shit. Thanks to that person, I have been looking at some videos about a proper way of tuning the carburetor for it to idle properly, since the idle RPM during a cold start is very low. It's stupidly low, 200 RPM. I have to give it quite a bit of gas. Not quite a bit of gas, just a little bit of gas to keep it idling at about 1,000. And, after 5 minutes, everything seems to be fine. And, yeah. Difficulty starting and difficulty idling at cold. I feel like that's what the problem is. I'm definitely gonna be looking into this Edelbrock 4-barrel. I think it's a 4-barrel. I don't know. Carburetor. And if you guys know anything, please leave it in the comments. And I'll be checking back with you guys. The life of owning a car. No, a project car. Going to the post office on a scooter. Isn't it fantastic? Well, just went to the post office. Arrived my ass, Amazon. Arrived my ass. Well, that's gonna be the jack stand and the car cover for the car. Anyway, it's not arrived. I'm just gonna scooter back. And I have a lot of crazy stories to talk about this car, but maybe another time. Maybe another time. I'm gonna go and play some games now. Anyway, see you guys in a bit.